On sale at Team Honda on Seagan Lane.
What's up? How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well.
Wow, I seem so far from you.
I know.
But I'm really not.
Way over there.
Way over yonder. Hi. It's so far.
Whole nother week. Here we go.
I know. We're going to make it through it.
I guess so.
I'm going to need an umbrella to journey over to you.
It is a long walk.
Well, it's quite a journey. So it might actually be raining later today on this walk over, but right now I think I might be okay.
I think you'd be okay. I don't know why we put the path outside to get from one part of the studio to the next.
I need to get my steps in. That's why.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. I see how you're doing that. Throw a little glass half full, silver lining, get the steps in. We are today breaking a string of like 10 straight days with a heat advisory, heat warning, that kind of thing. But because of that, we get the return of this. We can't have, we can't like have neither. We're going to have one of these, and today is going to be the rain.
That's why we can't have nice things.
This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I will say, again, the silver lining, we're not talking about hurricanes. So as
Correct.
long as we talk about this passing storm shower, you can see it's not sitting, it is moving through. And a lot of this is going to be, you notice that through lunchtime, all throughout the evening hours. So your evening drive home is going to be a wet one all throughout the night. So if you got to walk the pups, you got to do some things.
Right about now?
Yeah.
Get it done now?
Funk soul brother.
Right, nicely
right
done.
about now.
Right about now.
That's it.
So there you go. Pay attention to that.
Yes.
Paying attention to this as well. We got the governor speaking at 2:30 this afternoon. He said on Friday when he spoke to us last that he was waiting for the weekend to see the trends, to make any kind of big decisions, that kind of thing. What did he see? What did healthcare leaders give to him that may say he is now leaning a certain direction? 2:30 this afternoon?
That's what we're expecting, and we're going to carry that live on WAFB and on WAFB Plus. So what you're watching on now, if you happen to not be around a TV, you can watch it on your phone, you can watch it through Facebook. We're going to have all those places, but we're also anticipated to find out whether Louisiana is going back to a mask mandate. He's going to review that data based on the numbers of COVID patients across the hospitals all across Louisiana, so a lot to anticipate.
When you look at the hospitals here in the capital city area, the big three from Our Lady of the Lake and Baton Rouge General, and of course Ochsner, we get updates from them literally every day. You get updates from them every day on those billboards all across the city. But one of them, actually, Our Lady of the Lake, bringing in some more people to fight this fight.
Yeah, we saw this last year around this time, actually around April. Baton Rouge General had actual U.S. military members come in to help them treat COVID patients. We're seeing this again, but the Health and Human Services Department at federal level, they have a specific team that comes and deploys to certain areas, and Louisiana is a hot spot. So Baton Rouge, OLOL, is getting a team that's anticipated to stay here for about a month to open up 6 COVID ICU beds.
This is a team of better than I don't even know how many are showing up, but it is.
I think that's right.
Doctors and nurses, and it really is an all-inclusive.
Respiratory therapists.
All of them. Mental health specialists. So it really is one of those kind of ground strike teams that goes in and helps shore up a shocked system, which is exactly what we are. Once again, the numbers were just getting ridiculous as last week pushed through into the weekend, and we'll see what the numbers are again today, but you don't expect them to be any better.
No, because again, we are that hotspot. We're watching those numbers continuously day by day.
So that's happening today. Something else that we are expecting today, the aftermath of this insanity on Sunday, this crime spree that left one person dead, a number of others injured. We expect to be updated a bit more today.
So this is probably how you woke up on a Sunday. You heard that a man was on a shooting spree. Started in the area, what is that street name? Yes, John Newcomb Avenue.
Right, Newcomb Avenue.
Yeah, and then, so a man stabs and kills his grandmother, stabs and injures his mother, takes grandmother's car, takes a gun from the home. This is all according to police. This is all according to police.
He did this, Aaron Morgan.
And then he goes to the Alexander Highland Marketplace. That's off of Highland there near the interstate. Goes to that area, starts shooting at other people, injures 2 women. Takes a vehicle, takes a vehicle there, and then leads police on a chase. Ends up in the Jefferson Bluebonnet area near that CVS. They're on that intersection corner, crashes that vehicle, runs away on foot, and then ends up having I hate to say the word shootout, but there was gunfire exchange between he and deputies, according to them. And he was shot by a deputy in the hospital, facing charges, including first-degree murder. There's a lot of elements to this.
That was a lot.
A lot of, so we're
Exactly. Think
talking
about that.
vehicle burglaries. He's charged with that. He's charged with first-degree murder. But the
Attempted.
sheriff is expected to come out today and say, here's what we learned since yesterday.
And when you start putting all those pieces together, when you start putting all those scenes together, and there was multiple agencies responding, EBR SO is obviously the lead here. That's a lot to take in. It was a ridiculously busy Sunday for them, active, a deadly Sunday. So again, as mentioned, we expect to hear from the sheriff today, getting us a bit more up to date on what they have learned over the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Just incredible, just absolutely insane.
Truly, truly. Something else we're expecting today. You remember this, about 4 months ago, we heard about that awful disaster in the Gulf Coast. Seacor lift boat, 19 men were on that lift boat that capsized there. 6 men were rescued, 6 men were,
Confirmed dead, yeah.
yes. And then there were still
7 others
missing.
Yeah.
So today we are expecting some emotional testimony from the victims of the family, family members of the victims, and also survivors, people who survived this incident. But this is not necessarily the first step in a legal proceeding.
No,
We're
it's
just
not at all.
expecting to hear the Coast
Not at
Guard's
all.
findings, and then hearing from the families what that wait was like, that agonizing wait as the Coast Guard went out there to try to look for the surviving members, to look for the missing men. There's so many people involved in this right now, including the volunteers that went out and
Who
searched
went
for
out
those
there.
people too.
Exactly. And I think you brought up a good point. A very important note here. This is not a criminal proceeding. It's not even a civil proceeding. It is a fact-finding hearing. And so what is going to be laid out, I expect it to be about a couple weeks now. What's
Yeah.
going to be laid out is what the Coast Guard has learned to this point. And then you'll get testimony, again, not a legal proceeding. You'll get conversations with folks, like you said, victims' families, that kind of thing. The goal here is to find out what happened and to prevent it from happening again.
Right.
If there's going to be something legal, and there very well could be,
Yeah.
obviously, that's some other time. That's not what this is. This is the Coast Guard's findings over the course of the last 4 months, what they have found, and releasing it to the public.
So if you hear that this is happening at a hotel, that's for a reason. It's not in a courtroom. It's
Correct.
not at City Hall. It's not happening anywhere official terms of business. It's happening at the Marriott, I believe,
Down
in
in
Homa.
Homa. Yeah.
So our Chris Rosado's there live. He was live for us this morning, kind of previewing what we're expecting today, which is exactly what we laid out. He'll check in later with you to talk about what came out of today's testimony, what the Coast Guard presented, because as Matt said, it's going to take 2 weeks for them to fully lay out what they expect to present.
There's just a lot. I mean, you remember coming in here every morning and going through it every day and just hoping and just beyond hope that something good was going to happen, that somebody else is going to be found, and those crews going out every day. It's a lot. And so you expect this to be a lot, and as you mentioned, emotional. So we'll bring that to you as it kind of progresses.
On top of all the things, a lot of live elements happening today.
All of it, a lot of stuff.
Let's talk about something good.
Okay, fine.
Something exciting.
Yeah.
Saints.
Saints training camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've been at it Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Took a day off yesterday, but back at it today. Going to put the pads on. So now we get to start to see, who really has the potential to be that starter, who's going to maybe fill up kind of that backup role. But quarterback position, still obviously a lot of conversation. But look what they signed. Look who they signed.
Yeah, I only knew this from what you were talking about this morning. Boy, am I glad to have him on our side.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you talk about Devontae Freeman, Saints fans know him as a member of the Dirty Birds, certainly over the last half a dozen years. But if you go back a full decade, there's no running back who has put more yards on the Saints from scrimmage than Devontae Freeman.
Wow.
So every time you see him across the line, you're like, dude, you're about to run over us, aren't you?
Right.
The answer is yes. So they signed him to a year deal.
Great.
No longer running against the black and gold, running for. We'll see. When you think about the wide receivers with the Saints and the hits we're taking at that position, running back, obviously, we're looking even better, good to go here. And so can these guys come out of the backfield and act as those slot, just dump here, there. We'll see. But this is a nice little get.
It sounds like it. I'd rather him on our team than on the Dirty Birds.
And then we'll see about the old quarterback spot. Everybody wants to know about number 2 and number 7.
That is the million-dollar question. I'm excited to find out.
I am too. And again, the pads go on kind of beginning today. They're not going to go crazy, obviously, but it really kind of starts to ramp up now.
It's so hard to imagine the team without number 9.
I know.
It is a new era. It's time to move forward.
Sure.
We're moving on.
Yeah.
It is new year and a new dawn.
Who's driving the car? We shall see. We shall see.
We shall indeed. In the meantime, we've talked a lot about WAFB Plus because a lot is happening here. So this is really going to be your hub, your central location. You might be dipping in a lot today to find out the latest on this potential mask mandate, updates from the EBR Sheriff's Office about the crazy crime spree yesterday. We're also expected to find out about the Seacor update. So lots of elements happening live today.
Literally cameras all over the place, and a lot of that we're not going to be dumping into broadcasting, although we will for the governor's presser at 2:30. We're going to bring that to you, what we call on the mothership, on Channel 9. It's streaming in other places as well. But there's so many other things going on that we know you want to know about without breaking into broadcasting, and that's where this kind of comes in handy, streaming through the app as well, but being able to put it right here, as you mentioned, because there's a lot going on.
And there's also fun stuff.
There is.
Like previous episodes of Cap's Corner. Y'all know Mondays are typically Cap Corner days,
Right.
but he actually wrapped up his last episode last week. So if you want to catch up on it, you can find it on WFB Plus or on our YouTube page. A great way to kind of stimulate young minds, adult minds too, if you're bored and you want to learn about weather phenomena.
Right here.
Come on, join us.
Johnny Asian tomorrow, of course, at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Jacques Talk comes along on Wednesdays.
Yes.
And then get you ready for the weekend as we kind of push through. Always something going on the weekends. And this weekend,
Always.
1 or 2 degrees cooler. We'll take every bit.
Hey,
we'll
look,
take it.
that means celebrating outside somehow, some way.
All of it.
Somehow.
Somehow, some way?
Yes.
Somehow, some way. Is that West Side Story?
Oh, I don't know. I've
right.
got to watch it, get in the know.
Well,
that was very good. That was smooth.
It was a good show. It's a good
That
movie
was
back in the day.
smooth.
It won,
So I
won some
hear.
Oscars.
Okay. That's a big deal.
It kind of was.
One of the things I have not watched, something you do need to watch out for is this.
Yeah. Be ready for all of it.
Carry an umbrella with you.
1 or 2 of them at least, yes,
Please
absolutely.
be safe while traveling out and about in and around our viewing area. But at least it's going to cool off 1 or 2 degrees.
Why not?
Right?
Why not?
We'll take every bit of it. Oh, that's so good. So good. Have a good day.